When it comes to gardening, you got to figure out what's going on with your plants. And sometimes it can be very puzzling. So as these was growing, I thought, well, maybe it's fertilizer, but that had me really puzzled because that didn't make any sense to me. But because it stayed on my mind, and I'm out here taking a pea rake and going around there and roughing the soil around so it can get good airflow. And we got rain coming tomorrow, and at the same time put some soil, ruffle that soil up, keep the grass out. You see that right there? And as I was doing this, then I realized this is flea beetles. Flea beetles will eat your plants up, and you'll have to do something about it. You have to figure out what you want to put on it to keep the flea beetles from eating your plants slam up. Now, I never had flea beetles until I moved here, and they will literally eat your plants up. They got into my mustard, and but they didn't mess with the curly leaf, but they messed with the broadleaf. These are pink-eyed purple hulls, and so it's been probably 3 weeks, and I've been trying to figure out what is going on. Now, usually, sometimes the plants, most of the time, the plants will outgrow it, but you got to get ahead of it because you see how damaged these leaves are, and if the leaves are damaged, then they're not going to take up the nutrients that it needs for that plant to grow, and it can kill the plant. Flea beetles are no joke, so check it out, look it up, see if this is what's going on with your garden. When you start seeing tiny little holes, the leaves being eaten, it could be a grasshopper, but I know that these are flea beetles. And the reason I know, because it's the morning, and there's an ant right there. The morning's coming up, or the sun's coming up, and as I was walking through and the sun's not bright, usually the flea beetles will get up under the leaves, especially when that sun comes up. But as I was walking with early in the morning light, and I would move my foot, I noticed, you could barely see it, insects jumping. Flea beetles would jump. They're very tiny, but they're very destructive.